Well, good morning, my friends. I hope that you had a great weekend. Ours was delightful, and Juliana has the day off today, so it's really nice. And so to have her around. And yeah, took the guitar into Westwood, and we'll find out about the particulars on tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get an email. And so I'm sure it'll be just fine. I'm not worried about it. Just kind of giving you an update what's going on. I did a couple of songs, and apparently I did a pretty good one. Two pretty good ones. Amazing Grace and Ohio by Neil Young. And my uncle said, "You look like Jim Morrison." He's deaf, okay? So I can understand why he thought I did look like him, because I'm, sort of trying to sound like Neil Young, and it's a protest song, and I'm like really, all into it. It's the actress in me, I guess, that comes out when I do my songs. Sometimes I'm, I just have different expressions just depending upon the song, and how it makes me feel, and that's what I emote and all that stuff. So, yeah. We are in the book of Zachariah, so please do pray and bring the Lord into your space. I've been reading some more of Howard Storm's book. It's the kind of thing that I can only read in chunks because I really need to process it and everything and think about it. It's that kind of a book. It's called Befriend God, and it's a really good book. And I finished up some Swedenborg writings this weekend as well. So anyway, busy, active weekend. It's my time to educate myself. I wanted to do a workshop this weekend, but I wasn't able to get in time. It got filled up really quickly. So I'll have to do that later. I have to keep up my CEUs. And just thinking about that, I've got to make a call about a certain thing for that. Anyway, so chapter 5. Then I turned and lifted up my eye. You know what? Before I get into this, I just need to do something really quick. I'm sorry about this. And also, it looks like we have another hurricane on its way to Florida again. I don't know what you guys thought about the Emmys last night. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't like all the comments against Trump, of course, but so, what are you going to do? But some people are just stuck, especially Jane Fonda and Lily Hellman are just, two activists from my day. So, anyway, they just, are always going to be that way anyhow. So, thank you for indulging me there for a second. Okay, so, chapter 5. By a flying roll is shown the course of thieves and false swearers. Okay, so then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Okay, so prophetic vision, all right, okay. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, A flying roll. The length is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then he said, Go forth over the face of the whole earth, for every one that stealeth shall be cut off as this side according to it, and every one that sweareth will be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and in the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and stones thereof. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes and see what it is and see what is this that goeth forth. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an epath that goeth forth. And he said, Moreover, that this is their resemblance throughout all the earth. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the epitaph. And he saith, This is the wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the epitaph, E-P-H-A-H. And he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof. When lifted I up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came out two women, and the wind was in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork. And they lifted up the epitaph between the earth and the heaven. Then said I to the angel that talked with me, Whether do these bear the epitaph? And they said unto me, To build it a house in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established and set there upon her own base. Visions of the four chariots. Okay, so, and as I turned, I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came four chariots out between the two mountains, and the mountains were the mountains of brass. This is another prophetic vision, okay? So, okay. In the first chariot were red horses, in the second chariot black horses. In the third chariot white horses, the fourth chariot grizzled and bay horses. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, What are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me, These are the four spirits of the heavens, which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the earth. The black horse which are therein go forth into the north country, the white go forth after them, the grizzle go up forth towards the south country, and the bay went forth and sought to go, that they might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, Get you hence, walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Then cried he upon me and spake unto me, saying, Behold, these that go toward the north country have quieted my spirit in the north country. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Take of them of the captivity, even to Heldai of Tobijah and Jediah, and are come from Babylon, and come thou the same day, and go into the house of Josiah the son of Zephaniah. Then take silver and gold, and make crowns, and set them upon the head of Josiah and the son of Josedech the high priest. Speak unto him, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Behold, the man whose name is the branch, he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. Okay, the branch is also a messianic prophecy, meaning Christ. And he shall bear the glory, and shall sit and rule upon the throne, and he shall be a priest upon his throne, and the council of peace shall be between them both. And the crown shall be to Helam, and to Tobijah, and to Jedidiah, and to Hin the son of Zephaniah, for a memorial in the temple of the Lord. And they that are far off shall come and build in the temple of the Lord, and he shall know that the Lord of hosts hath set me unto you. And this shall come to pass, and you will diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God. Okay. And chapter 7, the captives inquire of fasting. So, and it came to pass in the 4th year of King Darius, the word of the Lord came into Zachariah into the 4th day of the 9th month, even to Chesalu. And when they had set into the house of God Shezer and Regemelech and their men to pray before the Lord. and to speak unto the priests which were in the house of the Lord of hosts, and to the prophets, saying, Should I weep in the 5th month, separating myself as I have done these so many years? Then came the word of the Lord of hosts unto me, saying, Speak unto all the people of the land and to the priests, saying, When ye have fasted and mourned in the 5th and 7th month, even those 70 years, did ye at all fast unto me, even to me? And when you did eat and when you did drink, did you not eat for yourselves and drink for yourselves? Should you not hear the words of the Lord that have cried by the former prophets, when Jerusalem was inhabited in the prosperity, and the cities thereof round about her, when men inhabited it, the south and in the plain? So a divine call, not being hypocrites. And the word of the Lord came unto Zachariah, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, show mercy, compassion, every man to his brother. Oppress not the widow, not the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor. Let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. But they refused to hearken, and pulled away shoulder and stopped their ears, that they should not hear. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it is come to pass that he cried, and they would not hear. So they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations, whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate, and after them that no man passed through, nor returned, for they laid their pleasant land desolate. Okay, I'm going to stop there at chapter 8 and continue on the next video. If I have time today, I will. Anyway, I do hope that you have a blessed day, and I hope this reading is a blessing to you. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you are and what's going on with you. Please keep Thomas in prayer. He's still doing about the same. And if you would keep my friend Buddy in prayer, I would really appreciate it. He has cancer. And he's trying their treatments, chemo, and he's not looking forward to it. And Andrea, I did send him the link that, about the therapy that you suggested. So, up to him. And, we people here in the West are just kind of particular about certain things. So, and until science catches up, it'll be hard to convince people to do new things, So, unfortunately. Yeah. So, I do hope that you have a good day. Remember that, doctors and nurses and anybody in the profession of medical help is put there by the Lord, given that desire by the Lord, whether they realize it or not. And so they do want to help you, and that's because their spirit wants to, their soul wants to. And so just keep that in the back of your mind. All right. Love you guys. Bye.